Yeah. Okay, I'm back. Hey, Bucky, what's up? Good to have you on. I don't think, I don't think I've met you before, but good to have you on. Hey, hey. All right. Let's continue on with Ultra Nightmare. There you go. There you go. Bucky, how's the game volume compared to the to my mic volume? Just checking to make sure it's as it should be. Boom, boom, boom. There we go. Oh, fucking hell. Made a huge mistake there. And there you go. That was kind of a mess, but we got through it. There you go. Come on, do your thing, bro. Ah. There you go. Okay, Abomination. Oh man. Can you fuck off? Thank you. There you go. Jesus, bro. Can you fuck off, all you guys? Thank you. Ah, can you fuck off? Oh man. Fucking. And this arena is... Can you die? Fucking imps. Woo! This level, man, they really... They beefed it up. Now I'm getting out of here. Jesus. Oof. Where's that Revenant? How? Christ. Man, there's so much fodder here. Jesus. Ooh. Wait a second, did I upgrade? Yeah, I'm good. Of course. There you go. There you go. Why not grab this? There you go. Ah. No, what are you doing, game? Okay. Should I maybe upgrade this? I never do this usually, but maybe I should. Nah, let's just do this. Okay. Forsaken. Be right back.
I can help you target her location. And the Slayers, using the tether.
Yes, that would be most useful.
Ah. Man. Launcher. Might as well. Yeah, we're good. Oh, already? Jesus Christ, man. Oh shit, these mines. Woo. Alright. Man, this new update is no joke. Oh fuck, I need to take down that cannon first. This is no joke. They really made the game quite a bit harder. This is where I died last time. Let's hope I don't repeat that. Where is he? There you go. That was rather clean. Rather. Forgot about the tank. But that's okay. Oh yeah, Mr. Krabs! Hey Sharpie, what's up, bro? Hope you're good. At least I went a bit further than I did last time, which is good. No deaths so far? No, not since this new run has started, no. So that's pretty good. So far so good. I mean, this is Ultra Nightmare, so if I die, I have to go back to the very beginning, so, come on, projectile. Thank you. So, yeah, no deaths allowed here. This is a good arena. This one right here. Really love it. We can clear all this fodder first. There you go. This UN, yes, John, it's UN. It's UN on the newest patch. And the furthest I've gotten on this, actually on patch 2, so without taking into account the patch from a few days ago, I've only gotten to, I think, Hellbreaker. So let's hope I can get this done. Deaths? What is that? But John, I mean, I'm not sure if you tried update 2 on UN, but the game definitely feels a lot more spicy. It really feels, it's tougher for sure. Like, UN is a bit more of a sweat fest. Not UN, but I did a regular playthrough. Yeah. What did you think? I'll go back and try another UN at some point. Yeah. So what did you think about update 2? I'm not talking about the weapon buffs and nerfs. I'm more talking about like the encounters themselves. How did you feel about them? I'm curious to know. Can you fuck off? I like up to 2, like all the encounter buffs are nice, makes me think more. Yeah, exactly. It definitely makes you think more. It definitely does. It really, it catches me off guard more times than I'd like to admit, but it's a good experience, for sure. But they really seem to have a fetish for Arachnotrons in this update. Especially all the Arachnotron... I just read your message and I was just saying that. Especially all the Arachnotron maintains, they force me to think more about arena positioning, more with cover, since you can't just shield block. Exactly, yeah. Yeah, not only Arachnotrons, but also chain gunners, right? Which are both have the same... They share the same principle. They're hit scanners, right? And they've peppered quite a lot of them everywhere. Let's get the fuck out of here. Like with the Naganon Hunter, you gotta have the shield not broken. Yeah, exactly. So that's why, for example, that encounter in Ancestral Forge, where you have to fight the Agadon Hunter with an Arachnotron on maintain, that stresses me out, bro. That always catches me. It always catches me off guard. I'm still not a fan of the Chain Gunners. I feel like I'm forced to preemptively keep shield up for them. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. The Arachnotrons you can react more to, and it's easy to rush them and melt them quick. Yeah. Yeah. Shield bash, shotgun to the face, and they're done, right? Now, does it still auto-switch? Yes, it does. That's annoying. I wish it didn't auto-switch every time. Is there an option to change that or whatever? And they wind up more into their hit scan attacks, unlike Chain Gunners, which just shoot you with no Yeah. Yeah, that's true. And those fucking stone imps as well. Pretty clean. Pretty clean. It's good. This level, for some reason, is one of the easiest and the hardest at this point in the game. Oh, that's new. That's new. Ah. Okay. And they're more mobile and chase you down, so you can lure them away from arenas. Unlike Chain Gunners just sitting stationary, completely locking down. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Like, I'm not a big fan of Chain Gunners. I feel like hit scan design overall works way better with the Arachnotrons. I agree. I think Chain Gunners, they're just an annoying enemy. You know what I mean? They're just an annoying enemy. I don't find them I don't find it fun to fight them at all. They're so uninteresting, you know? Pretty much like the Chain Gunners in Eternal, when you think about it. Same principle. The only way to fight them is basically, you know, it's just very boring. Alright, this place. Has this place changed? Because if it has, I'm screwed because I know it pretty well. Yeah, I'm pretty much screwed. Oh man, they added a chain gun here. That's evil. And a Nightmare Imp as well. Okay. That's also new. I mean, this was hard enough as it was. I don't see why they had to do that, but another one. 2 of them. Jesus. Was that guy maintained? Okay. Amnu, what's up? Yeah, chain gunners sucked it in Doom 2. They suck now too. Chain gunners have sucked throughout the Doom franchise. In Eternal, they suck too. The maintains felt a bit fast though, but it was also playing it, so that's why. Okay, game speed should just have been demon player speed and not just... Okay, so are you telling me that game speed also affects like time scale when it comes to demon spawning and maintains and all that? I didn't know that. I thought it was only, you know... Okay. That's interesting. Damn, okay, that really... Now I get... I mean, that's why... why am I stuck? Okay. I mean, have they... Ah, okay, because the mod puts me... Okay, got it. The mod, Okay, got it. Streamline mod, it, like, starts me way further down the line. Okay, got it. I was pretty confused there. It just makes the entire game faster. Okay, yeah. Alright, what's changed here? Ah, fuck. Okay, this is about the same. Chain gunners! Ah! Okay, they've definitely... So I think they've added chain gunners here, and they've added some, I feel like they've added more stalker imps as well. I don't remember there being as many here. Maybe the chain gunners would be alright if they had to wind up like Eternals, which is funny because its Eternals aren't hit scans, so... Yeah, true. Yeah. Yeah, that's a good point. I don't know, I just like... I just find them so... boring to fight. Same shit all the time. You're new, okay? Okay, so they added a stalker in there. I mean, I think... Did they, I'm just trying to remember now, in Tag 1, did they look at the base game and listen to player feedback and maybe sort of not remove certain demons that, you know, that were a bit disliked by the community, or maybe they toned them down? Because, for example, if I hope they listen to us when we say chain gunners suck, don't put as many of them in the DLC. But I mean, think about it now, though. I think that's not going to happen because they've heard people saying that for the past few months, and they've added more in these updates. So that's a funny, yeah. So I don't think so. That's not going to happen. Would have been cool though, but I don't think it's gonna happen. I think they're gonna keep. Trying to play with the chain shot a bit more when it comes to dealing with armor. All right. There you go. Hey Ivan, what's up, bro? What is up, good sir? Oh no! Oh, this cancer encounter coming up soon with the hallway with the buffed whiplash soldiers. Oh man, that place really, it always stresses me out, I have to say. John, do you have a good strat for dealing with that hallway? Like an easy, no stress, no anxiety strat? That would be really helpful. Because it really, if there's one place I stress out quickly, it's that one. I try to run through as quick as I can now, get to the back and deal with the big guys as soon as possible, like the buff. Yeah, so the you deal with the Pinky. It's like he's the, what do you call him again? He's the enforcer, right? Grenade launcher for the fodder is good too. Okay, what I usually do is that I like to use Cycler in there. I don't feel confident at all with the grenade launcher. Yeah, okay. Yeah, got it. All right. That's how the way I usually do it is I use Cycler to take care of all the fodder. And then I shield saw the... Wait, let me just try to show you how I like to do it if it doesn't fail. See, and then you can spread... You can spread the shock. Woo. Man, I'm... See, John? See what I told you? Oof. Total panic. Yeah. So how's the new update? The new update is good. I think they've really spiced up. The thing is, I don't know about update 2.1 because that's like minor adjustments, but update 2, the one that they did like a month ago-ish, they really spiced it up quite a bit. They made the game way harder. I can feel it. I can feel a bit difference. So 2.1 is balance changes. I think they've even nerfed some encounters. They made them a bit easier, I think. But most of it, I think, is basically balance changes and Ripitorium stuff, I think. Yeah, this hallway is fucking rough. Like, I really panicked, you know. And whiplashes, they're kind of my sticking point. I always, like, whiplashes, you know, they're so inconsistent with shield saw as well, like when you try to lock him down. So, yeah. That's why I try to rush to the other side and not stick around near all the fodder, which can eat you up. Yeah. Yeah, okay, maybe I should try that next time. I should try that out. That's interesting strat. I always sit back and try to take him out one by one, and then I focus on the whiplash first, and then I focus on the... Because the whiplash, to me, the buff whiplash is a way bigger threat than that pinky, right? But obviously, if you get rid of the pinky first, then you can deal with a debuffed whiplash. So there's a lot of ways to go about it, right? Ivan, do you like it being harder? I would like it if I was playing in Nightmare. If I was playing in Nightmare, I would love it. I would have a lot more fun. But like Ultra Nightmare, I just play a lot more cautiously, and I get more nervous, obviously, as I play, because there's a lot of risk. And this is the farthest I've gotten on update 2. So and the thing is, I'm going in this blind. I have no clue what encounters have changed from this point on. So this is my PB. After this, I have no clue what happens. So I'm just learning as I go, you know? What happens here again? There's another one, right? Well, that's bad, but good luck. Yeah, thanks. But I mean, that's how I like, you know, it's fun playing a game and you don't know what, you know, it makes it more exciting. That's the point of Ultra Nightmare, and it's even more an Ultra Nightmare run when you don't know what's coming up next, you know, if things have changed or not. It just makes it a lot more exciting. And I think from what I've heard, they've added a chain gunner here. Oh, that's not what I want to do, but okay. Alright. Is there another one? Okay. Yeah, here. Alright, this final encounter here. I have no clue at all what's coming my way. But yeah, thanks, Ivan. Good luck to me. No fucking hell, give me the... I hate how it always auto-switches between, But at least what they did here... Okay, one thing I like about this is... It's not even an encounter, it doesn't really count, but one thing I like is that initially here, when you come in, you have all the fodder here, you have that Battle Knight that rushes you, but then the 2 stock rooms or 3 stock rooms you saw there, I think normally there's 2. They're usually up here waiting for you. Here, they put them down here, and they added 1, so there's 3 now. And they're putting more pressure on you, but it also allows you to just take care of them quickly from the get-go, which I think is pretty cool. Unless I'm mistaken, I think that's what they did. But I could be mistaken. I thought that speedrunners would be much faster after turning off slow motion, but one speedrunner said that due to the change in arena, speedrunners became longer. They became longer after turning off slow motion. How is that possible? Oh, okay, so you're talking about, okay, so the update came with, okay, now I see what you mean. So the update came with the ability to turn off slow-mo. That's great, but at the same time, they've beefed up some encounters, which makes them longer. Got it, yes. I see what you mean. They did do that, that's true. Alright, what's here? What's here again? I don't remember. Okay. Whoa, that's not good. Man, can you fuck off, bro? I know there's a whiplash in there somewhere. What's coming up here now? What the fuck is... Oh, no! Oh man, all these fucking... Ooh. Man. Okay, so they've added banks here. Look at this. That it? Yeah. Wait, did I think there's this little secret I can get here to get a bit of gold, I think? Yeah. Wait, so you're playing the old version before? No. I played update 1. This is this is actually update 2.1, so it's the latest update. Oh, so they'd allow us to turn off the garbage slow-mo shit. Yeah, they did with update 2. Yes, but I reset your game. But it reset your game to standard speed during the slow-mo phase. So if you play it above 100 speed, it still feel like there's more. Okay, yeah. Because I was very disappointed when you called this update new, even though it came out a month or 2 ago. I mean, update 2 came out a month ago. Update 2.1 came out a few days ago. Came out last Thursday. I think they fixed that. Oh, I don't know. I'm just using the slow-mo removal in Kives mod because playing this game without Kives mod at this point is retarded. Yeah. I'm not using Kives mod right now though, because I reinstalled the game and everything, and I just decided not to. I'm just using Streamline mod, and I'm just Kives mod. I mean, I used it up until now for a higher FOV. But technically, I could also use it for, you know, speeding up certain things. And I also want to do, John, I also want to do some randomizer. I'm really curious about that. I'm very curious about randomizer. I want to see how that works, or if it works. Because I still saw, I read somewhere that it was still very experimental. Same, seemed to work fine for me, but I only tested it in one arena, well, 2 arenas. Yeah, okay. I'll give it a go. I'll give it a proper shot very soon, I think, to see how it works. All right, this arena. This one is a doozy. I won't lie. Dude, what is happening to this game? This guy. Come on, come down here. Oh man, fuck off with your shit. Am I fighting this guy alone now or what? Seems to be the case. Alright, where's he at? Dude, can you come down here? Come here, come on. Come down here. Alright, what's up now? Okay. This fight actually feels a bit easier. Am I wrong in assuming that they've actually nerfed this fight? Feels a bit easier, this one. Being able to use all 3 melee weapons at once now with Kai'Sma without switching is fucking sick. Yeah. That's something, So, John, the story with that is that I know it's possible. I just want to wait because I know that Hugo wants to make it official. And I'd rather just wait for it to be official before I start doing that because I'm really, like, here's the thing, like, I love depth. And if id Software themselves could give us depth without us having to go through a mod, that would be amazing. So I hope that's possible. I would just rather it be official than having to go through a mod to do it, because, you know, then it's going to feel sort of intentional by us, by id Software, right? Yeah. So that's how it, and same thing for slow-mo. Like, when I heard that they were working on it, I was like, okay, fuck, I'm not going to do Kai'Sma anymore. I'm just going to wait for him to release slow-mo. And that's what I did. Likely going to take a while. I think, to be honest, I think it's probably going to happen by the time we have the DLC. Probably before that as well. Because I think he mentioned something like, didn't he mention some point that that was a plan very, very soon? Or maybe it's going to be part of part of the DLC. Maybe in the DLC it's like, remember when he said, yeah, the DLC is going to be all about skill expression and, you know, adding depth to the game and all that. Maybe that's one of the components that they're going to add to it. Just allowing you to switch melee weapons on the fly. Maybe that's what it is. Alright. Yeah, I hope so too. Alright, this fight. What happens here again? Whoa, shit. Okay, give me that fucking... Oh. Alright, so now I have... What do I have left now again? Feel so rusty at this point in the game. I don't remember any is there no armor I can get around here? There you go. Alright, Nerthil. Be right back, I'm gonna get some water. Okay. But yeah, let's hope that they come up with good ideas for the DLC. Let's pray. The game is good, but it needs it. It needs something. Alright. Our favorite enemy. Have you tried Max Repertorium? By Max Repertorium, do you mean Max Slider Repertorium, or that's I can't imagine myself doing that, but or a Max Capacity Repertorium, like 60 out of 60 demons. Because if you're asking me that, then yes, I've done quite a few of those, and I have a few videos on that as well. Alright. Wonder what they've done here. This place up here is a fucking nightmare. Right, Ravager time. Ravager. And do this. Where'd you die last time? Oh gosh, Rain is so beautiful in games and movies. Yeah, for sure. In this game, I mean, this game looks really, really good. I just don't think it looks good enough to give me the performance hit it does compared to Eternal. That's the only thing, right? What should I? Let's just go for Ravager here. Fuck it. Where did you die last time? So last time I died. So this is the first time I get this far on the newest update, or rather on update 2. Last time I died was on Forsaken Plains, so that's technically the furthest I've gotten. I knew there's gonna be one of these guys. Wow. Again, an Arachnotron. Yet again. They love them at id Software. Like cool graphics in game, but it's worth people's experience. Like buying a new PC because devs are lazy and just adds ray tracing. I mean, I think it is. Two seconds. But I think it is, yeah. I think it's definitely. I've had a lot of fun with this game. I mean, I'm on 300. I'm on 300 hours or so. So like, I've definitely. I've had my money's worth playing this game for sure. And you know, while I think it's not as replayable as Eternal at the moment, it isn't right now, and I doubt it ever will be. But you never know what they come up with, and what mods, you know, like what, you know, mods also, you know, had it not been for mods, I would not have played Eternal for like 2,000 hours, you know, without mods. That's for sure. When you're forced to upgrade, yeah, shouldn't have to be this way though. Game doesn't even look better than Eternal. No, it doesn't. It doesn't. That's why, like, I was saying that, you know, the performance hit is not. I don't, you know, the game looks better maybe in some areas compared to Eternal. In time, you know, like in some, like when it comes to skyboxes, for example, this game looks better than Eternal. When it comes to, you know, skyboxes look way better. But moment to moment gameplay, I don't think it doesn't. Yeah, I mean, skyboxes do look better, don't you think? I think if you play. Are you playing Eternal on Ultra Nightmare settings, John? Because if you're playing Eternal on Ultra Nightmare settings and you're playing this game on low settings, then of course, like, there's going to be a contrast, right? The lights are extremely grainy and the shadows are sometimes blotchy. Yeah. That's true. But some textures, I don't know. I feel like in some moments, I feel like the game looks better, and in others, I don't think so. So it's funny. It varies a lot. I play both on low, but they both look the same regardless of the settings. Okay, yeah. I think if you played, I think here's the thing, because like I'm playing on 1080p. I don't know about you, but I think if we played Eternal and Dark Ages on 4K at the same time, maybe there we'd be able to see a difference when it comes to the textures and all that. I don't know. Graphical fidelity has not improved much, if at all, within the last 10 years across the entire AAA history. Yeah, that I agree. That I really agree with you on. At least this works. You can now at least shield saw a Cacodemon when he... oh shit, I forgot this thing over here. You can now shield saw Cacodemon when he comes out of his... when he finishes his pop-up animation, which is good. Because in the past you weren't able to do that for some reason. It was so annoying. But they fixed that, so that's something I'm happy with. Secret here. Eternal is just bright artificially. You can argue it looks better, but that's just our style. Artistically, yeah. Actual graphical fidelity has stagnated and has only gotten worse with developers recent times crushing on upscalers and garbage blurry TA until... Yeah, that is very true. There you go. Skipped. That way I don't have to go fight all of those nightmare imps in there and waste my time. So that is perfect. Alright, so what's here now? This fucking attack. Like, load up any modern game and look at characters' hair, for example, and it looks fucking awful, extremely grainy and artificial. Yeah. Meanwhile, I could load up Tomb Raider 2013 and turn on hair effects, and the hair looks clean and dynamic with individual strands. That's just an example. Yeah. That's very true. I'll give you that. But I think also, John, one thing I've noticed, I don't know about you, but like when I play games on high frame rates, like for example, when I play Eternal, let's say I play Eternal on 120. Okay, 120 FPS. Then I move to 250. I think the game looks better on 250. Without tweaking any other graphic preset, nothing. You know, like seriously, like the game just looks way better on 250. So maybe, well, you know, because we're playing this game on lower FPS, and because, you know, it varies so much, like, you know, I go from 70 to 100 typically playing this game. Maybe that can also affect your perception of how good a game looks, right? If FPS is really high, then it looks better because it looks more fluid and detailed and all that. If anything, we have games now that are 10% more detailed, but 60% more blurry and noisy compared to games 10 years ago. Yeah. Yeah. But you're right, it has stagnated. I think, yeah. Alright, what happens here again? Let me remember. Oh yeah, I remember this fight. I remember this fight. Oh, and a whiplash now as well. Dude, there used to only be the whiplash. Now the whiplash is on top of everything else. Okay. Oh, and there was another whiplash that spawned. Holy shit. Man, it's a good thing I took care of him quickly. Fuck me. Ah, fuck. What? What the hell is happening? What the hell is happening here? Whoa. Yeah, but if you sit still, there's no motion frames overall, just so worse now, even if they might be technically more detailed. Small details, Dark Ages are more like jittery and moving, like fine detailed layers and objects and such as all. Okay, yes, I see what you mean. And you turn off the anti-aliasing in console, and it's just so much worse. The blur covers it up. Okay. Okay, I can actually stop. Sorry, I can actually stomach turning off the anti-aliasing in Eternal using console command. It's just not that bad there. In Dark Ages, that shit would give me a headache. It's so bad. Okay, ray tracing makes everything so noisy because no game is doing ray tracing at a high enough sample rate to produce noiseless image because hardware is nowhere near ready for it. Yeah, exactly. But that's what I'm told you. That's why, dude, I've told you this many times. I'm telling you, in 10 years, we're both going to have like crazy ass computers that'll be worth, we'll have basically the 50 series graphics card for nothing in 10 years, and we'll be able to run this game at 144 FPS without a sweat, right? And maybe at that point we'll be enjoying it a bit more. Hopefully. Because I'm kind of bitter about the fact that I got myself a brand new PC specifically for this game. It didn't come cheap. And I have to lock my FPS at 100 because anything, like, it just varies way too much, and I'd rather lock it. I don't even know if 10 years will be enough for ray tracing to truly be ready. Man, I hope so. I hope you're wrong. Fuck, I hope you're wrong, man. That would be crazy if that was the case. Where do I have to go here again? Yeah. Where's the marker? Yeah. I think NVIDIA can no longer advance in terms of graphics card power now. Most of them can only create new DLSS hardware standing. That's the problem. They still got gains gen on gen, but it's a lot more minor now. Okay. Well, they did say that gaming, was going to suffer a lot going forward. So maybe this is a sign of it. Come on, do your thing. Give me some armor. Yeah. No, fuck. Got to change the shield room. What an idiot. Give me some armor. Not much, but it's something. Any larger gain comes at the cost of upping power consumption, but at some point that's going to become unsustainable. Yeah, very true. But graphics in games have stagnated more than hardware, so I don't think that's a good excuse. DLSS and all that shit ruining gaming, to be honest. Yeah. I think I forgot. I just grabbed something here. But NVIDIA's limit on that shit and developers using it as crutch. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I think I've kind of lost faith in modern gaming for a lot of reasons. I'm gonna I used to buy a lot more games than I do nowadays, and I have the money, so I can afford it. But it's just like, number one, I'm not a multiplayer person, and there's a lot of cool multiplayer games out there. So those are out of the question for me. because I just don't enjoy them as I used to. Graphical demands, prices. I mean, there's just a lot of shit going in the wrong direction, in my opinion, and it's a bit sad. Let's do a chain shot. Why not? It's a bit sad, yeah. Like, when I compare games today compared to what they were, like, I'm gonna sound very old right now, right? But, like, in the 2000s and 2010s, compared to what they are now, like, when you think of all the classic games, the big games, right? Those were, like, late 90s, early 2000s, and then the 2010s. I think today we're not going to see a lot of classics come out. I think we're past that. Because games now are made in a very different way. Like, it's become way more of a business than it is an art. And back then, you know, like, let's look at, I don't know, for me at least, one of the best games ever made to me. And it's not a shooter, so it's maybe some people on here are not going to know what that is, but you should know what that is. But Diablo 2, for example, I'm not sure if anybody here has played Diablo 2. There's even a remastered version that came out a few years ago, which is amazing. But Diablo 2 came out in the early 2000s, and today that's still considered one of the best games ever made, and people still play the version from the 2000s still today. Like, I can tell you that, so that game came out more than 25 years ago. I can tell you that not a lot of people in 25 years from now are going to be playing games that come out today. Why? Because the companies that develop them are only interested in producing the next one, and therefore they're less focused on quality and more on quantity to, you know, milk as much money out of us as possible to satisfy shareholders. Yeah, gaming is well past its prime. Yeah, for sure. It's like, John, I don't know how old you are. If you're around my age, late 30s, or if you're in your 20s, or I don't know, but like, I feel like, you know, 2000s, 2010s were, for me, the prime in gaming. And it started in the 90s, like early to mid 90s. That's where things really start to pick up, and then we got our prime 2000s to 2010s, and then things just slowly went downhill. I'm going to be 27 at the end of the month. Okay. Yeah, but it's yeah. I don't know. I'm just very disappointed by the industry at the moment. Like, just the fact that I had to pay, you know, not in, like, let's talk euros, because I don't know what that is in dollars, but I had to pay 80 euros to play this game. And I think that's a lot. That's a lot of money for a video game. That's a single player only game, you know? Like, not that I wanted multiplayer, but, you know, it's a single player only experience. And I think paying 80 euros for that is a lot of money. But I also know it's because they spend so much time, you know, making it, and they have to, you know, it's expensive on their end as well. Like, it's expensive for everybody. Making a game is more expensive than it's ever been, I think. And that's probably why they chose to go ray tracing, to save cost and money, you know. I feel like I can't even be fucked to look for new games at this point. Bro, I've given up on that a long time ago. Like, I only look at a few developers, like id Software. That's obviously, you know, the number one dev I look at. And I'll probably buy each and every one of their games that comes out. And FromSoft, I can also, like, they usually make a lot of quality stuff, so also I'll probably keep buying their stuff. I mean, I didn't buy Night Rain because that was the multiplayer only game that wasn't interesting for me, but like, if they come out with a new Souls game or a new Elden Ring or whatever, like, I'll probably buy it because I know it's going to be a quality game. I've always been picky with games, but 9 times 10 it's just garbage. 100%. If you find a good game, you probably don't get much replay value out of it, so I end up not really caring to even bother in the first place anymore. Nah. Same here. I just stick to my classics. I stick to my Doom games. I stick to, I just know I'm going to stick to this and Eternal for quite some time. Eternal is going to be my forever game, I think. I'm always going to go back to playing that game. And then I play Diablo 2. Especially with prices, but that depends. Yeah, prices. That's why. That's also why, when you think about it, that's also why the indie space has worked so well, because like they. Oh fuck me. They Anything here? The indie space has been so successful because, you know, they've been able to produce quality products at a very low price and therefore charging low prices, you know? So maybe, you know, and I'll always have a look. I'll always keep an eye out for cool indie games, because there's a lot of them out there. Really good ones. I could recommend quite a few of them. I used to just torrent ship, but I just don't even care to bother with that anymore. Is it easy? Like, I remember like 15 years ago, it was way easier to download video games. I don't know what it's like today. I can imagine it's a bit more complicated, isn't it? I remember one of the recent AA games cost more in my country than in America, which is much poorer than it. Oh, bro, that sucks. I'm sorry about that. But yeah, that's pricing strategies. Yeah, now it's a lot harder. Yeah, I thought so too. I thought, you know, like, I'd rather just buy the game. You know, like, if I spend, like, for this game, you know, like, I never spend money on games, so, like, I was happy to spend or even pre-order this game at 80 euros. I don't give a fuck. I used to be able to just easily torrent shit all the time on Pirate Bay. Yeah, Pirate Bay is the GOAT, bro. I love Pirate Bay. Pirate Bay has been around forever. I used to go on Pirate Bay, like, I remember, to download, all my movies back in 2006, 7? 20 years ago, bro. I used to download stuff on Pirate Bay. I can't believe it's still around. That's crazy. That's crazy. It's been around for so long. No VPN needed. It's not like that anymore. No Denuvo bullshit back then, so stuff was cracked all the time instantly. Yeah, obviously. Today, like, you know, they have a lot of anti-cheat, or, you know, like, all that stuff that makes it harder. No wonder, you know, they're spending loads of money on developing a game. They don't want people to pirate it, for sure. It's been shut down a good handful of times. Yeah, I know. So let me tell you something, John. Like, I live in Denmark, and I'm not sure if you know this, but the Pirate Bay is actually, I think it was started in Sweden. So like here, like, we've heard a lot of this, you know. So there's a lot of, you know, Sweden and Denmark are very close, not only geographically but also culturally. So we share a lot of the same news. And I just remember, like, this whole Pirate Bay debacle has been around for years and years and years. Thing is, though, if you make a good game with good value proposition, well, people will buy it. Obviously. 100%. Like, look at Eternal. Well, you know, when Eternal came out, look at how well it was received and how good of a game. I mean, how much of a masterpiece it is, and look how people love it, and, you know, how many people bought it back then. You know, pirating is a burden. People don't want to pirate unless they have or feel like your game isn't worth it. Yeah, especially in the modern day with online games, like, people would just rather buy it. Yeah, that's the thing, right? Because today games really rely on updates a lot, because we can both agree, or everybody, we can all agree here that basically when today, 2025, when games come out, they're usually broken. They're usually early access. All games, all AAA games that come out are early access when they come out. And then you only get the 1.0 version maybe 6 months later, after 3 or 4 updates. So, you know, piracy is bad when developers don't set prices at 80 euros. Yeah. I think we should all, like, if a game is priced low, I think we should all be encouraged to buy it, because, like, it's not something we see very often these days. But I understand why people would want to, you know, pirate, like, a game that's at 80 euros or 100 euros or whatever, you know? Anyways, I gotta jump down here and suffer. I don't know what this fight is going to look like. Agadon Hunter. Is he going to be alone? Please be alone, Agadon Hunter. Please be alone. No, he's not alone. I knew it was too good to be true. All right. There you go. Thing is, two studios only think preventing pirating is going to lead them become customers instead. And sometimes, yeah, but mostly I don't think that's the case at all. It's mostly just going to be people not playing your game, period. So what do you gain by preventing pirating in that case? Nothing. Yeah, that's good. That's another way to look at it. Why can I not skip this? John, were you able to skip this when you, Okay, now I can skip it. That's weird. I wasn't able to skip that whole... Maybe if it goes on sale later, if the problem initially it's too pricey. Yeah, I mean, this game went on sale very quickly after it came out. Wait, it was on sale, like, when was it on sale? Like, 2 months after it came out? But a lot of time it's just, this game looks kind of mid, I'll play it, but I'm not buying it. Yeah. The amount of times I go on Steam and I purchase a game, I play it for, I think the threshold is like, is it 2 hours or 3 hours? I don't remember. And then like, not even like, I don't even reach that amount. I get to maybe half an hour or 1 hour and I'm like, nah, I can't be bothered. And then I refund it. At one point I did that so much. That Steam sent me a message telling me that I was doing that too much and too often, and that they were going to look into, you know, open a case or whatever. So that just shows you. I'm sure that the price of TDA is only because Microsoft said so. If it's really, yeah, it's yeah. I would agree with that. Yeah. I mean, direction of AAA in general is going towards $70 games. Oh my god. And then there's rumors of Rockstar wanting to charge 100. Oh no way. I mean, I'm not gonna buy that game either way. I have zero interest in it. I have zero interest in GTA 6. I really don't care. But I wouldn't be surprised if they did that, because just, I mean, John, just imagine the amount of time that game has been in development for. 10 years? More than 10 years. Right? Don't you think so? I feel like it's been 10 years. Then they'll get away with it too because it's GTA. Yeah, like GTA has so much. That game, that franchise has so much clout. They could charge anything. People are going to buy it. Yeah, but then you'll get other dumbass devs popping out mid-trash thinking they can do the same. Oh my god. Yeah. But in that case, I can tell you one thing is that if that's a new trend, if that's what's going to happen, then they're going to lose a shit ton. I mean, then they're going to lose people like us. Sure. Who are very quality focused. You know, quality aware, if you see what I mean. Like, we do a lot of research before we get something, you know? Or we buy something. So I'm not sure how much of the market, of the gaming market that is. People who are very frugal and people who you know, do research before they buy anything to make sure that it's good. But if they do start increasing prices to that extent, they're going to lose a lot of consumers. 100%. Yeah. We'll see what happens with GTA. Yeah. I really, seriously, like, I have zero interest in it, and I you know, I have no clue. I've seen a bit of trailers on it, you know, like, I've seen some gay parade stuff in there as well, so, like, I'm just afraid that it's going to be a DEI propaganda kind of mess. I hope it's not going to be. Over time, the game industry realized that the amount of money invested in a game does not mean that it will earn the same amount. Yeah. Yeah, I mean that's considered, like, if you earn less than what you've invested in it, then that would be considered a flop, right? So and that's bound to happen these days. Where people have less money to spend on $80 games. So, yeah. Anyways, guys, I think I'm gonna call it a day. I just reached, I always try to do these streams for 2 hours, and I just reached 2 hours on the dot, so, over time, the gaming industry, yeah. So, anyways, cool, guys. I'll see you soon. I'll be on tomorrow as well, I think. And in the meantime, take care and yeah, see ya.